Hello YouTube, this is another take of how to create video tutorials, and this one is going to be recorded properly. I know it is. Now, a question was asked in the Be.Live group, which is the official Be.Live TV group. How do you create your own tutorials on video? So what I'm going to answer in the next 20 minutes or so is my way of doing it, and how you could actually take my way and adapt it to your own and create tutorial videos which people will enjoy. And that's the whole key, is getting people to actually enjoy what you're talking about. Now, in order for that to happen, there are several things that have to be in place, and I'm going to talk about those as well. I'm going to talk about the software that you can use. So stay with me and you will find out how to create your own, very own tutorials on video. Now, today I'm on Be.Live Studio 2, which is my broadcasting station of choice, and I'm broadcasting out live to YouTube. Majority of videos that I do as tutorials, however, are not done directly online. I use software to do them. I use Screencast-o-matic and Canva, and I'll be talking about both those again during this session. So, when you're creating video tutorials, the first thing you've got to do is decide on your topic. Mine today is creating tutorials on video. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been broadcasting on Udemy as the for Be.Live.tv and enjoy doing so. And I use the tools that I'm about to describe to you in doing that. It's fascinating because you can actually create just using yourself, your camera, and your microphone, and you can share your knowledge. And that's what it's all about. Creating a video tutorial is to share your knowledge with other people. Now, the thing is that we all take what we know for granted, and we feel that everybody else knows about it. Now, I thought quite a few people know how to record a video tutorial, but how do you actually get started? Where do you get the software from? How do you plan it? So I'm going to answer those questions. Now, there are 3 sections to any video tutorial. I've already done the first one, which is an overview of the topic. So beginning of a tutorial video, you actually say what you're going to be talking about, so that people get a concise guess. And I mean, in this up above me, you've got Be.Live broadcasting tutorials, so you know this is a tutorial. You can use frames to actually do that. So the overview is the first thing that you do, and then you go into the demonstration itself. Now, demonstration can be anything from 2 minutes to 20 minutes long. It's up to you. For a tutorial video, you want it to be snappy. You want it to be to the point. You don't want to be laboring. You don't want to be doing, you don't want any white space where there's nobody talking. That doesn't work. You've got to actually keep going and know your topic back to front, inside out, every which way. If you're actually demonstrating software, make sure that you know the demonstration steps that you're going to take and nothing surprises you. Back in the day, I used to do demonstrations and I'd come across a screen and say, what does that do? And if I don't know, I can't tell you. So practice and become knowledgeable about what you're talking about. And always at the end of each video, have a summary which says what the video is covered. And remind people this is a recorded video. They can come back to it as many times as they like. And they can also ask you questions, because the video is the start of something. Tutorial video should lead to further questions from the people who are watching it, and they can ask you the questions either whilst you're doing a live or afterwards. If you put it on YouTube or Vimeo or any hosting site, then you get questions coming in. Now, I'm going out live on YouTube, and if anybody does join us, I'm happy to answer your questions. If nobody joins us, then this is a recording, and I'm quite happy in that way too. One of the things you must have with every tutorial that you do is links to the software that is being used. Now, most tutorials are about software, and I know my friend Aaron is going to be doing a tutorial about software that he's been using. And I did this video specifically for him so that he'd know the steps he needed to take. Planning is key. During this broadcast, I've been referring to an agenda. Now that agenda is my running order, and it's a list of topics that I'm going to go through. You need that when you're actually putting a tutorial together, because remember that we are talking about creating tutorials on video. So you've got to have a running order. You've got to have an agenda. Now, I do know people that create a line-by-line script for their videos. And instead of looking at the camera, which is what I'm trying to do at the moment, they're actually looking to the side to actually read a script. And if you're reading a script, then the two things can happen. One, you're not looking at the camera. And secondly, your attention isn't on the audience. The other thing that can happen is that your actual approach can be totally wooden because you're actually reading off a teleprompter. Don't do that approach. Basically, what I do is, before I do any recordings, is I practice in my mind. I run through everything that I'm going to do in the video, step by step, so that I know that when I get to the camera, that I can actually talk about it and talk about it without hesitating. And that's important, because what you don't want during a recorded video is ums and ahs that your audience may be turned off by. So do the summary at the end, put the links in, and I'm now going to tell you about, well, I'm going to turn off, if I can remember how, I'm going to turn off the overlay. Right, so we've now got full screen, and I'm going to show you two systems that you can actually use to record your own tutorials. First of all, I'm going to show you my system of choice, which is Screencast-o-matic, and then I'm going to show you one which is the Rolls Royce of all software that you can actually use to actually record. Okay, so let's share screen. I'm on Be.Live Studio 2, so I can share my screen. I can go over to the Chrome tab. I can go over to Screencast-o-matic, and I've got that ready to share. I can now bring that into the broadcast, and I can go picture in picture. Now, this is a point. If you are showing something, demonstrating something, doing a tutorial, please try and appear in the tutorial. You don't have to appear full screen. You don't need to be full screen. It's not, yeah, you don't need to be full screen. You can just appear as picture in picture. And that means you still maintain the personal contact with the people who are actually watching. But in addition to that, people are getting to know you, and they're not listening to a distant voice. So let's go to Screencast-o-matic, video creation for everyone. You can start for free. You can try the video editor, and it can record your screen, it can edit your video, and it can share your videos. So it does those three features, and it does them well. I've been using the software for the last 5 years, and there are 55 million videos that have been created using it, and it's trusted. Whether you're an educator, you create videos for work, you're a software developer, and there are many referrals of people who are happy with Screencast-o-matic. It's simple. You download it. You can either edit on the web or you can download it. And I'm just going to get rid of that. Now, pricing, this is key. I'm going to switch over to pricing. It's not often I do this, but in this particular case, it's important. You can have full use of all the facilities within Screencast-o-matic for $19.80 per annum. Or for $48, you can have your recordings stored as well. And you can have access to stock video and images. I've been using it, as I said, for 5 years. I started off on the Deluxe. I'm now on the Premier. It's the best $48 a year I can spend, and I use it extensively. So this is my program of choice for actually recording video tutorials, because it can handle every aspect of the operation. Now I'm going to put the link in. I'm going to come back to me. And I'm going to put a link into Screencast-o-matic so that you can actually take a look at it. So this is Screencast-o-matic, and I'm going to paste the link in so you can actually see it. And the link is there. And I'll put it in the comments on the YouTube video afterwards as well. So Screencast-o-matic, $19.80 a year, does everything that you want. And I'm a happy user of it, and I use it to produce all my videos. And I'm just about to prove that. I'm going to stop the screen share, come back to me, and I'm going to stay with Screencast-o-matic, but this time I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share Screencast-o-matic. So this is the program itself, and I'm going to bring it up on screen. I'm going to go picture in picture and continue talking. And I'm going to go to the software, and you can see I've got 117 recordings on there at the moment, and I clear out every 6 months. So this is my last 6 months recordings are actually on there. Those are December recordings I did, 7 in December, November, October, and then I was really busy in June when I was creating the course, and there are 36 videos there in June. And any updates to the Be.Live course are all here as well, like talking about mobile phones, talking about overlays, and the YouTube premiere, which I did for December for my account, is here. So let's go to that. And this is a video that I recorded, and I can go and edit it. And with the Screencast-o-matic editor, I've got a set of tools, and I'm going to go through those with you. I can cut any section out. This is important when you're actually doing tutorial videos, which I would normally record on my desktop. You need to be able to cut out the sections of white noise, or even worse, white space where nobody's talking. You can copy one section of a video if you want to repeat it. You can hide things, you can hide the cursor, you can insert pictures, you can insert other videos, you can narrate over the top of a video, you can do overlays, you can do a text overlay, you can do image overlays, you can do any overlay that you like. You can replace parts of the video if you wish. You can change the speed if you wish, and you can transition from one video to another, and you can alter the volume as well. So you've got a full-blown editor, and when you've done, you have a choice. You can either save it locally, or you can upload it to Screencast-o-matic if you're on the $48 deal, and it will store it for you, and you can share it from there as well. So this is an alternative YouTube. You can actually store your videos, you can actually categorize them, and you can get people to actually watch the videos there, as well as YouTube. So that's the Screencast-o-matic itself. And I'm going to stop sharing that. It is just so simple to do. And I'm going to come back to me. So you've seen the website, you've actually seen the software. It is so simple and straightforward to use. You'll find on the Screencast-o-matic website, you'll find tutorials about every aspect of operation, and you can go through those. And if you have any questions, you can ask me as well. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. That's my way of doing it. It's preferred way. The second way of doing it is another product that I have. It's always good to have alternatives, because then you can change to suit what you're doing. The second one I have is Camtasia. Now, Camtasia is the Rolls-Royce of video editing software. There used to be a saying, nobody ever got fired for buying IBM. Well, and nobody ever got fired from a job for buying Camtasia, because Camtasia is the Rolls-Royce of editors. And I'm going to take us now over to the Camtasia website. I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to go to the Chrome tab. I'm going to go to Camtasia, and done that. So I can now bring that up on screen. I'm going to go picture in picture, and this is Camtasia. So let's go over to our website. It's an all-in-one screen recorder and video editor. It has tutorials again to show you every aspect. You can start fast, you can feel confident, you can engage your viewers. It's best for tutorials and meeting recordings and video lessons and presentations. And you can get a free trial of the software. You can record your screen. You can add effects. You can add music. You can add text. and you can make a great looking video. And that's what, just coming back, making a great looking video is important. This is what you want to do. You want to make a video that is visually attractive and one which people enjoy watching. And so while educating people, you're actually, well, they're actually being entertained is the word I was looking for. So on the Camtasia website, Camtasia, again, I do have, it's in my toolkit, and it is the Rolls Royce of systems. Again, I'll put a link into Camtasia so you have it. So let's go over to the agenda, come down to the Camtasia link, and I'm going to post that as well. Again, I will post it in the comments so that you can actually check it out. Send, okay, and that's that. So that's been done. So that's through. And Camtasia, I just want to take you back. Well, remember that $19.80 was the price of Screencast-o-matic. There's different pricing on here on Camtasia. If I buy now, then in the UK at the moment, Camtasia is £231.86, equates to about $300. And then you've got to regularly update. You've got a 30-day free trial, which you can download and try. So that's Camtasia. You can't, I'm going to say this now. I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm going to come back. You can't get better than Camtasia. There is a price, but for that price, you're getting everything you could ever dream of in creating quality instructional videos. And that's what we've been talking about today. Just to come back to our heading for today, we're talking about creating tutorials on video. And those are the two systems, Screencast-o-matic and Camtasia. But I want to come back to some more points about creating tutorial videos. The first one of those is practice. Before I even think of going live, I run the whole show through my head. I know what I'm going to be talking about throughout the show. I don't write down the words that I'm going to say because being scripted is not my style. And I would be totally wouldn't if I was off looking at the side of the screen. I wouldn't be able to react to anything that went on. So practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, and I always do a draft recording first. And the draft recording is there so you can actually watch it back. Now, I know I don't really like watching myself, but you've got to, in these cases, you've got to watch the video back. You've got to have good quality sound, and you've got to have presence on screen, and you've got to leap at the screen. You've got to be able to tell people about what you're talking about. So practice and do a draft recording before you actually do anything with Screencast-o-matic or Camtasia. And editing wise, this is not a live, this one is a live video, but when you're creating your tutorial video, it will be a recording. And as it's a recording, you can edit it. And both Screencast-o-matic and Camtasia have got editors in. We looked at the Screencast-o-matic one, and you can polish and perfect your video before you release it onto YouTube or to Facebook or wherever it's actually going to go. And you can personalize it. You can actually add a voiceover. You can take out bits that don't work. You can possibly add bits that enhance it. You can enhance the video before it goes out to the real world. It's not like doing a live presentation. You want to get it as good as you can. And that means, let's go back to the beginning as we do our summary on this. Okay, this has been all about creating tutorials on video. Choose your topic wisely. Make sure it's something that you're enthusiastic about, that you know about, that you love. That will shine through in the broadcast itself. This is all about sharing knowledge, which is what I love to do. And I'm doing it on Udemy and on Be.Live over the years. And I never tire of sharing information. Start each tutorial with an overview so that people know exactly what you're going to be talking about. Go through the main demonstration of software where it happens to be, and do practice. Okay, I know that every so often I demonstrate some software and then I just notice a shiny thing on the screen, a new menu option. I click it and I think, oh, I've not been here before. Don't do that. When you're actually doing a demonstration, stick to what you know. Don't go off and experiment. Just be on point. That's what people are looking for. It's nice to share in your adventures, but if you're going to teach a topic, you want to be on point. At the end, provide a summary of what the video has been about and make sure that that covers salient points, and you can then use that as a clip to actually promote the whole video. So 2 purposes. One is to tell your audience what they've just learnt, hopefully, and the second is to use for a promo of the actual full video itself. Make sure that you've got your links in place, and I placed links for Screencast-o-matic and for Camtasia. I can't have, well, I can't say this too often. Practice. Once you're confident on camera, if you've been doing lives, then being confident on camera is not a problem, but confident with your topic. Don't go for the scripted approach. Try and go for the ad hoc approach where you know what you're talking about. You can just blab for Britain, as I do every Thursday. Okay, so, and don't forget, if you're making any bloopers, you can always go and edit it afterwards. And editing is your friend. Both Screencast-o-matic and Camtasia have got editors built in. Now, because this was live, I can't go back and edit it. If you've got this far, thank you for watching. If you're looking for more videos, I will do videos about Camtasia and Screencast-o-matic in the coming months. I've got a video coming up, just looking forward. Tomorrow's video will be about multi-camera broadcasting. You can check out my channel for other videos as well. Thank you for watching this. Take care. I look forward to meeting you virtually soon, or soon virtually, or whichever way that works. This has been Stephen from Wiltshire in England, talking about how to create your own broadcast tutorials, or tutorials about anything you want. And shout out to Aaron, who actually inspired this video. Take care, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Bye. And that is